Germany's eurosceptic AfD party is right on track. At least, that's what businesswoman Frauke Petry thinks. The head of the party's branch in the state of Saxony traveled to Berlin the day after the European elections.
We're glad the AfD has made it onto the international stage and will make the most of our momentum in state elections.
In the wake of their European election success, party members are now preparing a roadmap for the future. State elections are being held in Saxony in August, and Petry is hoping to enter parliament there. The conservative businesswoman is a highly successful election campaigner. AfD leader Bernd Lucke greets her personally at the party's headquarters. The party came in for widespread criticism in the run-up to the European elections. Wherever Bernd Lucke popped up, so too did the counter-demonstrations. The protesters' choice of words was often a little below the belt. You're making things unclear. You want to return to the Deutschmark out of fear. You want a right-wing Germany, these protesters sing. The Green Party supporters believe the AfD deserves to be badmouthed.
The AfD incites racial resentment and is against foreigners, feminism, and homosexuals.
The AfD opposes the European single currency and favors strong nationalism over ties with Europe. It also wants to hear less English music on the radio and only welcomes immigrants it considers useful. Such sentiments have traditionally been associated with Germany's right-wing camp, but some say that's oversimplification.
Based on its policies, I wouldn't describe the AfD as a right-wing populist party. From an economic perspective, it clearly supports a free market. And in the socio-political sphere, I think it's a nationalist and conservative party.
But some people consider that nationalist and conservative outlook problematic. Franz Niggemann is a former party member. He says the AfD's definition of family is very narrow and rooted in religion, and finds the party unaccepting of alternative lifestyles.
I'm convinced the AfD doesn't tolerate minorities.
Why not?
Because they subscribe to 1950s-era values. The AfD is like old wine in old bottles. Their arguments date from the 1950s.
At least in terms of these election results, those views seem to be gaining ground in Germany. But while much of the party's current support can be attributed to a protest vote, Bernd Lucke says it's the numbers that count.
I think this is the ultimate proof that a new party has arrived in Germany. I've already referred to the fact that the AfD is a party of the people. We represent the interests of a very diverse range of voters, from the highly educated to the working class.
The 7 AfD representatives about to enter the European Parliament will now need to join a faction. Lucke has already distanced himself from right-wing groups in other European countries. The AfD is hoping for closer ties with Britain's conservatives.
We've already established contact with the British Conservatives, who, like us, oppose Central European government. Like us, they're in favor of a diverse Europe rather than a simplified one. And like us, they do not believe that we should make debt in Europe a community problem.
But Chancellor Angela Merkel is reportedly using all her influence to prevent such a cooperation. Isolating the AfD in Europe is a priority for her. She's already said conservatives in Germany won't consider any coalitions with the new party.
We said very clearly today that we won't consider any cooperation. That was the unanimous opinion of our party's executive committee. This is the stance that we'll adopt officially.
Bernd Lucke has accepted that as a challenge. He's planning on contesting the next German federal elections on the basis of his party's strong performance in European elections. The AfD is determined to enter Germany's state parliaments next. For now, it's pinning its hopes on figures like Frauke Petry.
We feel confident. We got 10.1% of the European vote in Saxony, and we want to equal or exceed that in the state election.
Frauke Petry will spend the next 3 months campaigning for a seat in Saxony. The AfD has a clear goal: It's determined to use its European election success to strengthen its national foothold in Germany.